Hey guys, what's up? This is a little bit of a different video, but I actually started creating my own new theme park that is not a series, because it's a very themed park, and that's what I call it, a very themed park. I just wanted to do this and see what my theming ability is. Yeah, it's actually really nice. So I just wanted to make this like a little short video to show you what I've done in the park. And, just basically that. So, let's just straight into the park. Alright, so here we are in the park. There are two main things right now. You have this huge pirate-themed thing. It's pretty big. And then over here you have the first coaster that I just made really quickly just to see what I could do for a coaster. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the park and stuff. We're going to start over by the theme thing because that's mainly why I'm making this video, because this is like what I'm so happy with. And yeah, so here's the main like drop thing. You'll see it drop in just a second. I'm going to add a door up there so that it does that. And cannons do that. And then there you go. There's the monster. Just like that. And then over here is where you go back in. Here is the entrance and exit. The exit is just temporary because I don't know what else I'm going to do with the park. This has not been done yet, of course, you can tell. I'm just going to walk through here. This is going to be some sort of like scaffolding type thing. And yeah, so up here is the rest of the queue. It doesn't look so themed right now. Ooh, forgot a piece of that. It doesn't look really themed right now, but just trust me, when you get inside, it looks much, much better. There's the lift hill right there, actually. You go down the steps, that's the exit. Go down these steps into basically the dungeon, and this is like where these are like cells for people, like jail cells. And this is just like the dungeon, and then and then you come out of the dungeon into the main room, which is like I fell. Okay, I do that every time, but this is like the main like dining room almost, for like the castle. I don't know. I didn't make a really great story for that, but you can see the train dispatch when it does. There it goes, just like that. And we're gonna just come down and hop on this boat. We've got this really nice like thing right here, and then the maintenance area is back here. So yeah, let's hop on. So from in the boat, you can see the operator booth and the whole thing up there. And here we go. There's music. Up the lift hill with a bunch of lights, just to make it fun. And then that needs to be fixed, but that's basically like the main part. Gonna drop down a little bit, not into water, just into here. Through here, and you see that statue of that guy. And you go through here. Just a ton of miscellaneous stuff, just to make it feel like you're in like almost a town, like a pirate town. So guy, hello. And then Canyons Fire. Wee, fun. Into the water. I'd say that's around a 100-foot drop, and then there that is. And then you'll see in just a second. Goes back down in the water. And then that boat will go down, and you'll see the big, there it is. Yeah, there it is. And then right here you get next to the path. This is very heavily inspired by Journey to Atlantis at SeaWorld Orlando. That ride is so fun, and it was like my main thing. And then these doors open. I really like the music in this part. And then there's a little pirate band, and then just another statue. And then go into the darkness. What could this be? Oh. And it's a little drop. Take your picture. And that's the end of the ride right there. And then you go through the door into the unload station. And that's the whole ride. And then here is the unload station. You go through these doors. There's the little gate thing. I wanted to just hide it because it just does not look good. You go through here. There's a bunch of guys. They're all talking together now. They're not enemies or anything. Now they're all friends now. And a band's playing with a monkey. And then out here, ooh, it's bright. Out here is the exit. And then there's the queue line. I think when I'm done with the park, this whole area right here will be a different area, so the exit will just go out to that area. Or maybe it'll be like in a little extension of the pirate area, like a kid's pirate area. I don't know. But I'm gonna just figure things out as they come. And then, of course, you go back to the main area. I am pretty sure this is about 100 feet tall. The drop isn't, because it starts like there and not here. But, I mean, it's pretty tall. I definitely need to fix that at some point. I really, really like how it's like rocks too. Like, that just looks so good. Yeah. I do want to show you the little areas where it was pitch black. Let me find the station. There it is. So this is its little, it's all just scenery, art shapes. Here's this little like thing right there. And then over here, this is the building where that band is and stuff after that little door area. And then you go through here, and this is your like final like little drop thing. It's also inspired by Journey to Atlantis, just like that. So this is inspired by, I mean, of course, you know, Full Throttle at Six Flags Magic Mountain. This is inspired off of that, and I love how it duels through there. That's just like such a wasted potential with Full Throttle, though. Like, you could have done that. So cool. It would have been so cool. But yeah, this is the whole coaster. So you start off with a launch. You know what? I'll just do the POV. I'll just do the POV. Okay. So I have to wait until that train is ready to duel with us. So yeah, right there. You go into the launch track. I couldn't get the station to launch fast enough, so I ended up just doing this. So it does that. Launch. And then, of course, the pre-built stuff is really rough. Like, this transition out of it is rough. But I'd say the rest of the coaster is pretty smooth. Just a few low-to-the-ground turns, almost like a Maverick Heartline roll. And then into the first mid-course brake run. I wanted to get 3 trains to duel there, so 2 would be going through, like one would be going through the loop, one would be going through this airtime hill we're about to go through, and then one would be going on top of the loop. I couldn't get it to work. I mean, it probably would work, but I don't think I'm going to make the layout much longer than it is already. That is a little, like, Alpenfury, almost like turnaround. This definitely needs to be fixed. That just feels so awkward. A little switchback into the third and final launch through here, very fast-paced, and then just up like that, and then the train is right below us. You can't even tell, but there's the shadow, and then into the brakes. And that is the whole ride. It banks a little right here. I have no idea why. I think I just messed up the little track thingies. This actually goes up to 77 miles an hour. It is 150 feet tall. That's the standard size for this like type of element in this game. Let's see. Average speed 142. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. Whoopsies. I said 142 miles an hour. 5,500 feet of track. I also really like. I wanted to make it so that the drop actually didn't like start braking like right here, how full throttle does. I wanted to let the drop, like, you'll see the train, it'll keep accelerating until there, until the positive, so you get the full airtime. Yeah, so you get the full airtime. I wanted to make the brakes start here. I couldn't get the pull out to be like within G-force and stuff, so I ended up just doing a teensy bit. But I mean, it's not like that part is airtime. But yeah, so basically that is the park. I think I'm gonna be doing like updates whenever I feel like it. So they just come out like randomly, just small updates. It might be a tiny little series just doing updates. But yeah, that is all for today. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you go follow my Instagram and join my Discord server. Those are both linked in the description, and I will see you guys next time.